Today I am going to share with you the 3 different ways that I source for online arbitrage. And to give you some context real quick, I'm Jonathan. Almost 2 years to the day now, I have sold on Amazon, primarily retail arbitrage for the first 1.5 years, much more heavily with online arbitrage the last couple months. I'm probably sitting at a 3/4 OA to RA ratio, but I'm very familiar with both. Reverse sourcing, this is my favorite and most successful form of online sourcing, and also I love it for beginners because it's an easy, actionable step instead of wondering, once again, where do I begin? So I'll give you an overview of what it is, and then I'll also kind of explain how I use it. If you go onto Amazon.com and literally type in any product that Amazon sells, everybody has access to see every single seller selling that item. You can scroll through the list, click on any of them, and have access to what is called their storefront. A storefront is public information and lists every single product that that seller is selling. So when you find out how to get to good sellers, which we'll go over in a second, now you can literally go item by item by item and search them on Google and see where you can find them yourself. And if you can find them at the right price and confirm that they're selling, you can make a killing doing it this way, and they've already done the legwork for you. So now I want to explain how I use reverse sourcing to filter out the good sellers, because anybody can go down a rabbit hole of looking up every single seller. A lot of times you'll waste your time. A lot of people don't know what they're doing, to be completely honest with you. So there's 2 things I like to do to filter out the sellers so I have a great starting spot. For one, I like to search products that I know are good sellers or good listings because I've sold them myself. And maybe one of them doesn't have a sales rank data on Keepa, or one of them, for whatever reason, is a hard read and not everybody knows about it. So if you are selling this product, I instantly know that you know what you're doing. It instantly builds credibility into this seller because I personally know firsthand it's a good selling item and not too many other sellers know about it. So that's one way to filter them out. Then for 2, I like to see what their rating is and how many reviews they have. And I personally have 150 reviews. I like to see sellers that have maybe anywhere from 75 to 300, or give or take in that sweet spot for me. And the reason for that is because now I know they've been selling for quite a bit. And also, since they're in the similar neighborhood of quantity of reviews, they're also probably doing arbitrage. If you start getting into the thousands and thousands, these are people that are doing volume, probably by wholesaling. So they're buying products at a different price point than we have access to as just doing arbitrage. And therefore, I'm probably going down a bottomless pit where it's a waste of my time. By the way, when you find a good seller's storefront, don't lose track of them. Like for me, I keep an Excel sheet of every product I sell on Amazon. So what I do next to the products associated with that seller's storefront, I just put the handle or the name next to those items. And this way, in a week from now, or 2 weeks from now, or a month from now, I go back to those products, I find that seller again, and now I see if they've added anything new or exciting for me to do further research on. In summary, reverse sourcing is great because it not only gives you actionable starter steps if you don't know where to begin, you're gonna have access to new products, new brands, new websites, and continue to go down the rabbit hole of the power of the internet. Manual sourcing, and this is for my true grinders and hustlers out there. With manual sourcing, you don't have such a starting spot. Basically, what you would do is say, for instance, today I'm going to this website and I am going to manually look up and do research on every single item from brand X, and maybe tomorrow brand Y, and maybe the next day brand Z. And then from there, you take what you've learned and you start to grow a little bit and you start to learn. You definitely will find profitable items this way. And one of the best things about it is that because it is tedious and hard work, very few people are going to be competition because they're not willing to put in the time and effort. There's a couple different ways that I'll go over that you can take products that you find out and about while doing RA and use them as launching pads to do OA. It literally happened to me yesterday. Let's talk about clearance items. Okay, so I came across 6 items yesterday. They were probably this big. They were selling for $2.89. I almost didn't even scan them for whatever reason. And sure enough, I look into them. They're a very high demand item. It's like a topical item, by the way, for your face. Very high demand, incredibly low supply. In and out of stock regularly for the last couple of weeks. It's either a supply issue or it might be a discontinued item. I sold a 2-pack for $79.99 and a 1-pack for $39.99 in a matter of hours. Again, I got them for $2.89. So rather than just say, oh wow, what a lucky great day, I go home, I Google the heck out of this item, and I find every other store that is selling them, even if it's retail price, because I now know it's such a high demand item, low supply, and they're selling like crazy for a premium. Another example that I've experienced firsthand, I would go to my local grocery chain when they came out with buy one, get one frees for the week, especially for like K-cups and coffee I've done really well with. And while doing research, I realized, wow, there's a lot of multi-packs and variety packs you can put together and create some nice profit. And then I had a light bulb moment that although not tremendous amount of profit, even if I paid retail price for some of these, meaning I could buy them when they're not buy one, get one free, I would still be profitable. And now maybe not to the profit level that I like or I would pull the trigger on, but now I can use the power of the internet, Google these products when I get home, and maybe I can find retail price online from a wholesaler or distributor, Walmart.com, where it could be a couple bucks less retail, and now I can buy those all year round in bulk, not reliant on buy one, get one free, and make a killing. Empty shelves is another great indicator, or a shelf with 1 or 2 products left, that potentially this product is high demand, low supply, or supplier issues or discontinuation. Another great starting spot for you to take this information, go home, and see if you can find more of these through the power of the internet. And the reason in summary that I really like RA to OA is because instead of being intimidated or paralysis by analysis, not knowing where to start with OA, now you have a landing pad and some starting spots. And the beauty of it is this is what happens. Now you might be introduced to a new website that you never thought of, a new brand, a new category, and now you can look at everything that that brand makes. And now it takes you from topicals to beauty to even vitamins, and now you just go down this rabbit hole one after another, and it opens up the entire world of online arbitrage with a starting spot. So those are the 3 methods that I use to source when doing online arbitrage. They're all effective. Some work better for others. Everyone has different preferences, time, capital, etc. There's not a one size fits all. I like doing a combination of all of them when the time calls for them. I'm Jonathan. This is Duke Does Amazon, my Amazon selling channel. We're on Instagram as well. If you have any questions, comments, topics you want to see, put them below. I will see you guys soon. Take care.